Hello, my name is Leslie Curiel.
And my name is Victoria Bravo, and our project is on abuse.
Nearly 5 children die every day because of abuse and or neglect. Every 9 seconds, a woman is assaulted or beaten. 50% of men who abuse their wives are also abusing their children, and 62% of the children who try to protect their mothers are hurt in the process. And this is just in the United States. Studies from 10 different countries show that 55 to 95% of women who were abused never reached out for help and told others what was happening to them. The American Humane Organization states that the third National Incidence Study of Child Abuse and Neglect estimates that 3 times as many children are abused as are reported to CPS agencies. There is no way of knowing exactly how many are affected by this horrible way of living. Violence and abuse in homes is a problem all across the board. It is not limited to any race, financial standing, or age group. But what we do know is that many people are affected, and it is not right. Abuse can mean many different things. It can take its form physically, emotionally, and verbally, sexually, financially, through technology, neglect, and the list goes on. But the bottom line is that abuse is abuse, and it should not be happening. People who have been abused often face many struggles outside of the abuse, many resulting in a high cause for homelessness, depression and emotional hardships, physical problems, loss of work, and trauma. The abuse needs to end, not only for the generation that is happening to, but also for the next. Children who witness their parents, guardians abusing each other are at higher risk of continuing that cycle in their generation. Boys witnessing their parents abuse each other are twice as likely to become abusers themselves as they grow to adulthood. The ones who have been affected need to know that they have the right to a voice and can reach out for help. Two, they can get the support they need to be able to move forward in their lives and not let this bring their lives down.
So, what did we do about this? It is important to bring awareness to this topic as well as to make efforts to break the cycles of abuse, to provide ways to help and bring outlets to children and families who have been victims of domestic violence. This means in the current abusive household, as well as trying to help the ones who have been abused not to become abusers, as they potentially could be at a higher risk of becoming so. So we created flyers. The point of our flyers is to try to provide information to people who need help. It has details about getting help through the National Hotline for Abuse. The target here is not only the ones who are being abused and need to know that there is help available, but also for a general population as an effort to raise awareness. This is a problem that continues to be prevalent in the lives of many, ranging from all types of people from every race, ethnicity, social rank, and level of income. If people who do not usually think of this issue have it brought to their attention, hopefully it will spark some inspiration for change in them, as well as hopefully give them insight if they are ever related in any way to an abusive situation and need to get help. We visited a few locations posting our flyers. Our first stop was the Rockridge Library, where we left flyers on tables, on shelves, and in books. The library is a public space where visitors as well as workers could be affected by this information. It is a place of congregation for many teams from multiple schools. From the library, we moved to the Rockridge BART station. 400,000 trips are made on BART daily. We visited 8 BART stations: Rockridge, MacArthur, 19th Street, 12th Street, West Oakland, Embarcadero, Montgomery, and Powell. Flyers were left on the seats of train cars, on benches at each of these stops, and telephone boxes when they were available as well. We put flyers inside a couple of stations as well when entering and exiting. Once we were downtown San Francisco, we headed up through the financial districts, leaving flyers here and there when we could, and made our way to my old school. We checked in with them, leaving a handful of flyers with them. These could be placed as a resource in their counseling office or potentially in the church as well. This could be, again, a helpful resource for people who need it, as well as hopefully inspiring people to make a difference and reach out if they know anyone who may be going through this horrible experience of abuse in their home. The school and church are in a very central area, and we hope that this could reach at least a few people. From here, we walked to the Westfield San Francisco Center. Here, many people pass through, coming to go shopping, meet up with friends, eat at the food court, and so on. We left flyers on tables and counters throughout the mall, especially focusing on the food court area where there were more tables and ledges that would make the flyers more clearly viewable. On our way walking from place to place, we left flyers where we could, sticking them in newsstand boxes, wedging them in the crosswalk buttons, sticking them in an advertising sign in the doorway of a brothel, as well as around its entrance, on outdoor tables in front of coffee shops, and so on. In doing this, we have touched a small part of the Bay Area. It seems so small, but if just one person saw or picked up a flyer, then that is a small difference made. And small differences can lead to larger results if people come together with a cause. Thank you.